Listen! Sir Venom!
You defeated a monstrous humanoid-looking creature, the tentacle arm no longer writhing and attacking you. The creature who had said the Whispered One said you would be here has fallen to your blades and spells, just like some members of the Order of the Gauntlet before. The ruins of Temator Estate are quiet once again. The wind blows through the holes in the roof and the walls, and you hear nothing beyond the creaking of windows and doors on rusty hinges. Whatever caused the petrification to occur on the beast in the front of the room has yet to reveal itself, or what it's all about. Your journey here was a relatively straightforward one. You took the road through Shemelot from the city of Montagny, where you had found Rudolf van Richten and Casimir Velikov, and you traveled northward past the Phantom Lakes. You camped for the night near the lakes and were beset upon by all manner of ghosts, which you easily repelled with the magic of Leomund's tiny hut and swords. You spoke at length along the trip with Rudolf and Casimir, both of whom are as interested in Shemelot as you are, though for reasons of their own. And so you came to the Temator estate, looking for the Order of the Gauntlet or clues as to where they've gone. Silence surrounds you in the ruins of the estate at this time. What would you like to do?
Put the body before the other guys come.
Okay. Riku, as you stand up, dust yourself off, the others are gathered around, and you are able to loot the body if you would so like. The very first thing that you immediately notice, and this is the thing out of all of the limited gear on this individual's body, is the dagger. It is a fine dagger of good make. It seems to be probably magical, just at a glance. It does have a faint twinge and glow to it that you suspect comes from a magical source. Beyond that, the clothing of this individual appear ragged and sort of torn, especially where the tentacles had burst from the arm or burst from the shoulder. The body seems to be almost deflated quite a bit, as if the tentacles inside of it had been holding it up and together and were moving it in ways that was not supposed to move. And frankly, so far as you can tell, there is really no gear worthwhile beyond the dagger.
Are the tentacles like still there and just not moving anymore?
Yes.
Okay. I want to like cut off one of the tentacles and put it in like a I don't know, glass vial or something for later study.
Yeah, it's a good call. That is technically an alchemical component for some spells. You can do so without issue.
Riku sees the dagger and is like, waves it off and is like, "I'm a sword bard, not a dagger bard."
Oh,
He's interested.
Riku.
I mean, actually, yeah, because I can do spells for opportunity attacks. I think maybe Axel. Do you need a dagger? Like a nice dagger for.
I'll check
like,
it
when
out. I
you're-
like to use a dagger sometimes when I got somebody grappled.
Yeah. that's what I was thinking.
You got a nice dagger, but this one could be nicer.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth a look. See what.
Definitely worth a look.
Yeah.
I could take a
Actually,
quick look
I
if you
remember
want.
that guy doing. That guy did. He was doing extra damage with his stab attacks, but I don't know if that was just because.
How about you give it here real quick, bud?
Okay, that was a quick change.
No, I just want to. I'm just going to identify it for you.
All right.
I'm not taking it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just casting identify on it.
Sure.
Unless it's really good, then you're not getting it back.
No. I'm just going to tell him what it is. That's it.
I mean, could be better than your sword.
How long does it take you to tell what it is in particular?
I'm not going to use my whatever, so it's instant.
Oh, okay, cool. As you do that, you learn that it is. Let me just find this again.
Not gonna take the type of ritual. Just gonna cast it.
Right. It is a baleful talon.
That sounds cool.
It is cool. It is a +1 dagger on attack rolls and bonus to attack and damage rolls. It's a hooked obsidian dagger. When a creature gets hit with a 19 or 20 on the attack roll, it must make a 15 Constitution saving throw, and then takes a bunch of necrotic damage, or half as much on a save.
Oh yeah.
It is a very rare weapon.
Riku describes it, throws it to Axel, and is like, "It's a fine blade."
Yeah.
And then I'm just kind of like starts a little bit, and he's like, "Yo, don't be throwing knives at people. What if you did? What if you didn't catch it?"
Well, I got this. Riku snaps on his mage hand. I'm always ready.
And then I want to take it was a manticore you said in the down
Yes.
below.
But it was stone, I thought.
It is.
Yeah, but I want to take
believe it to be petrified.
a closer look at it to see like how injured does it look.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine check, I want to say.
How injured is this statue, by chance?
Yeah. Well, it looked like it was fighting something. My thinking
No,
is,
no,
also I want to.
Doesn't hurt to look.
Is there a role that one of us could do to see if we've like read about manticores, are familiar with them, to know like how intelligent they might be?
If you are trained in Arcana, you can make an Arcana check.
Well, all right
With
then.
your proficiency.
So 11 for the medicine and 22 for the Arcana.
Okay. The medicine is difficult. You know, it's really hard to see past the stone. You don't know what is scale, flesh, fur, or something else on this creature versus what might be wound. You're just not trained enough in the anatomy and physiology of manticores. In terms of your Arcana check, so you wanted to know what in particular about manticores, like their lore?
Like its intelligence level. Like if it would be smart enough to like hold a conversation.
Speak.
Like, yeah, say like if one of our party members just happened to be able to like speak with animals or something on command.
Yeah.
Like if you'd be able to like question them to find out like what happened.
Based on your studies, whether it would be books brought to the Palace of the Raven Queen or things that existed in the memory pools that you would be able to tap into and learn in said palace, you typically know that arcana biologists would refer to a manticore as a monstrosity, which suggests that it is a created creature unleashed upon Faerun and the material plane. Typically speaking, monstrosities can be intelligent, but don't utilize their intelligence. There are suggestions that it's smarter than a typical beast from the parts that it is made from, but that it is not necessarily, you would consider it a relatively unintelligent humanoid in comparison.
Okay.
Smarter
But
than a
it-
wolf, not as smart as a person.
But it sounds like at least potentially able to answer like basic questions.
You do know from your studies that supposedly arcana biologists have registered and classified that it speaks common. It has been
Oh.
found to speak common.
Okay. So then I'd after like examining it, I'd turn to like the rest of the boys, and I'd be like, should we just if we quite corner this thing and like set up around it, it's already injured. If we unpetrify it, we might be able to just ask it, you know, what petrified it and what's been going on in this weird, freaky house.
Become friends with Mr. Manticore here.
I
yeah,
mean,
maybe
if we did free
maybe
it,
like someone
know.
gets a manticore mount out of this. But at least we'd be able to like talk to it and ask it like what the hell's going on in this place, like who turned it to stone.
Well, now that you mentioned base camp, I kind of do want to just rest up for maybe like an hour. I don't know if you guys
let's
are hurting.
double check. I don't know if do we want to rest in this building though? Cause
I can just cast my spell, bro.
which one?
Lima's
Tiny
tiny
hut.
hut.
Can you use that? How many slots do you have for that? Because I like that during a
Plenty.
long rest. Okay.
I got plenty
Yeah.
of slots.
As long as we have that for a long rest, because
Yep.
ghosts.
And isn't that spell a ritual?
It sure is.
Okay. Yeah. Because remember,
We
we
always-
don't
What
know
that means is we always have it.
if. Cause remember, this was the building where we were like listening to the doors, and the doors were like talking
The
or
doors
something.
were
But was
talking to it.
that the squid guy, or was that the building itself that's freaky.
Oh, true.
Well,
Riku's like, all right, maybe we go outside the building and I'll cast
Well,
it.
let's find out. And Sir Venom would go put his ear to one of the doors to see if they're still like making those weird noises or like talking or whatever.
Okay. As you press your ear against the door, Sir Venom, and I'm just assuming I'm just going to place you over here as you do this. You do not hear anything.
Huh?
To turn back and kind of shrug and be like, I don't hear anything anymore.
Stop it. Riku's like, get out of here. And then, like, he'll go up the stairs and try one on the second floor.
Okay. And we can bring you up here, Riku, as you do that. That brings you up to interesting. Oops. Let me cut it instead of. Yeah, there we go. That brings you up to a balcony with which you can see has a broken floor on the southern end. As you come up the stairs, you do see a door right here.
Yeah.
And then there's a door on the other side of the broken balcony if you'd like to jump across. And you don't even need to roll to jump across. Well, you could roll as long as you don't get a natural one. Basically, you can make the jump.
Go to the one closer.
Sure. And as you do so, you place your ear against the door. Nothing. No sound.
Yeah, you
No
hear Riku
whispers.
yell from up high, "It's gone!"
Well, either way, we should probably maybe play it safe and go do our tiny hut out with Rictavio and Casimir.
Riku throws his broom and jumps on and lowers himself to the first floor instead of walking all the way around.
All right. You're back on the first floor. You sort of just like glide it down next to the Manticore statue.
Is that tentacle guy supposed to be on the second floor?
Oh, no. That was him dropping down
Okay.
from earlier. Sorry.
I was like, uh-oh.
Like his twin brother has just attacked you.
Well, hey, let's go tiny hut outside so I can lick my wounds and we can report back to the boys. Or actually, they were there during the fight, weren't they?
Well, they're outside.
I thought they participated in the fight, basically.
Nope.
No, Rictavio and Casimir didn't really have too much interest in going in. As you're all walking out, what is everybody's passive perception?
22.
Very high.
So I thought we
19er.
had some high ones.
17.
Okay. So just by the nature of this, I think it's because Vincent, you're the last one out of that room. You notice this first. There is something that catches your eye. It is the cover of what appears to be a journal with just like a cover like almost ripped off of a book. And there's a fine handwriting on this sort of like leather bound cover in some sort of like engraved gold thread. And
Okay,
you see
go
that
check it
it's,
out.
yeah, it says Musings of Feared Kargoth is the title on it in that gold thread. And it's like a leather bound book cover, but it doesn't seem to have any pages in it. In fact, it looks as if, and you can see like scraps of paper in it, as if all of the pages were ripped out.
I'd point it out to Sir Venom and say, this thing looks odd. What do you think?
I'd take it and like flip open the cover, and what language is it written in?
So there are no pages in it. It's just the cover, and so far as you can tell, I mean, the cover title, "The Musings of Feared Kargoth," that is common.
Okay. Let's see. So I guess I would yeah, I guess I'd take a look at it. Maybe cast
Hold on, before you do that, Riku would toss you his spectacles and be like, "Hey, take a look at him with these."
I definitely catch the spectacles out of the air and place them over my eyes, and I look at it with true sight enabled.
Okay. It does not reveal anything. It appears to be some sort of mundane book cover, journal cover, probably, if it's the musings of an individual. Feared Kargoth does sort of ring a bell.
Is there like a history roll or anything any of us could do, or something to see if we've heard this name before?
Yeah, you could make a history roll if you're interested in trying to figure it out.
Dirty 20.
The surname Kargoth. As you're sitting there trying to remember for a moment, it pretty quickly strikes you. The leader of the Order of the Gauntlet's name is Commander Kargoth.
Ooh.
Oh.
So I'd like look up and hand the spectacles back to Riku and be like, the Kargoth, that's the Commander Kargoth, that's the leader of the Gauntlets.
Oh,
Those guys that we were trying to find that are probably now like evil zombie guys.
so they were here. Riku says.
Potentially. Maybe
Good
maybe
to
after
know.
we rest, we comb through the rest of the house to see if we can find the missing pages. And I kind of just like hold up and flap like the loose, empty book covering.
Yeah, definitely. Let's rest and do that.
Okay. Do you set up Lehman's tiny hut in 10 minutes?
I'll just let me see. Is that what it takes? One
Yeah.
minute casting time.
If you're going to cast it as a normal spell, but if you
Yeah.
want to cast it as a ritual, I think it's 10.
Don't care for the ritual. Just gonna set it up.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough to simply pop it open. You find like an open space to do it. Boop. Toss it around, you guys.
Short rest time, boys.
And during your short rest, regain as much hit points as you would like, or roll as many hit die as you would like, that you would have. In regards to anything that you want to like talk to anyone about, whether it's Rudolf Enrichten or Casimir Velikov, you're welcome to. If there's other things you'd like to do that are, pretty calm, just let me know and we can resolve that.
Oh, also Song of Rest. I forgot. I have a thing for this. Every time we do a short rest, we get an extra 1d8 thanks to a class feature of mine.
Everybody?
Yes.
1d8 what? Health?
Yes, for during short rest for Song of Rest.
But...
Class
Alright,
feature
so
of mine.
I reset my action surge. I reset my arcane shots.
I'm back up to full HP. So I'm just gonna call it 10 HP instead of rolling 5 more D8. Because I'm sure I can get a 10 with 5 D8s.
Then I get another.
Oh, because you rolled a bunch of ones.
Yeah, I rolled 4 1s and then
Gotcha.
plus Riku's D8.
I rolled a million ones as well, I think.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
I'm
As long
maxed
as
out.
you're actually spending the hit dice, I'm
Yeah.
kind of okay with that. Like because hit dice are technically like a resource, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't like save how many. Like whenever I do click the button again, then I have to like re-click and then all
Oh,
the
weird.
boxes are empty, so I have to keep track manually of like how many I'm actually using, and it's annoying.
I just used all of mine because I had like 4 HP.
Should have rolled more dice. Whatever, it's fine.
About questions. We gotta ask Rudolph about this whispered one guy. Unless we actually know and I just forget, but that whispered one guy keeps coming up.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever like heard anything about him.
No concrete.
That's good enough. 2 more.
If you ask Rudolf Enrichten about this whispered one, he sort of cocks his head. No, I've never heard of such a thing. He sort of looks at Casimir Velikov. No, I've never heard of that either. They look genuinely confused.
I think he first
Riku
popped
turns his
up.
head and he's like, seriously? This seems to keep coming up for us.
Wasn't the Amber Temple where his thing first popped up?
Yeah, it definitely popped up first in Barovia.
And I forget where else, but it's definitely like the 3rd or 4th time someone's just been, whispering about the whispered one or whatever, and it's like, come on, what is that?
You know what? I'm gonna take this to the CEO of Answers, and I am going to cast Commune as a ritual to ask the Raven Queen.
How long does it take you to do that?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The short rest is an hour Or is it longer?
Short rest is an hour.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna do. I assume I have to do it at the end of the short rest, so I don't like because when like casting a spell during the rest,
Yeah.
like mess it up.
Yeah, that would be sort of exerting yourself, I would say. So hold off until the end of the short rest, but we can resolve that now if you would like.
Yeah, I mean it's just I can ask 3 questions and they're yes, no, or unclear.
Which spell are you casting again?
Commune.
Oh, okay. Just pull that up just so I can follow along for a moment. Oh, nice, thank you. Yeah, so go ahead and cast it. Yes, no, or unclear. Okay, what are your
Or a
questions?
short phrase.
Okay.
So first I want to ask, is the Whispering One like a god or a divine being?
Not yet.
Is the Whispering
Oh,
One
no.
related to the evil mushroom baby?
Or a bird. I thought you were gonna ask if this is related to a bird.
So you're asking about Zugdmoy, the mushroom, the creature that IU's brought through the
Yeah,
portal?
I couldn't remember the name. Like, is the Whispering One related to Zugmoy?
Um, very indirectly.
Okay. Is the Whispering One on this plane of like this on the material plane?
On the material plane?
Yeah, that's what I want to ask.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, so I don't think we're on the material plane right now, technically.
Correct.
Yeah, which is bad.
All right, so Whispering One seems to be someone who wants to become a god and is actively trying to become a god or a divine being,
It's
and is
relatable.
not on the material plane, so is either in one of these like weird pocket dimensions or possibly Shadesmar or Shadowfell. Is it
And
Shadowfell or Shadesmar? I'm getting my fantasy properties
it's
confused.
definitely Shadowfell.
Shadowfell.
This is not a Brandon Sanderson novel. No, but Casimir Velikov and Rudolph and Richten are sitting with you, and Casimir goes, "What did you learn?"
I'd pass everything on to like the rest of the group. Like so,
I mean,
apparently not directly in league with IU's and Zugmoy. And then would fill in Rictavio about Zugmoy if we hadn't already told him about like the evil mushroom shenanigans.
oh, what? That sounds horrific. And
Yeah,
Casimir
I almost
goes,
lost my arm. It sucked.
We've been busy,
Yeah.
Grandpa.
What's that other
Points at Axel. Axel killed a kraken.
what's
For goodness sakes.
what's the hell world call? Is that like the abyss or something?
so that's where the demons are. The nine hells, is hell.
Oh, okay. I feel like this whole thing is there's a bunch of different gods and wannabe gods, and they're all fighting. They're all fighting for something. Like there's like a power struggle going on between people that are up, and we're just like in the middle of it. Because you got the
What?
Raven Queen, you got the Hell guy, you got this Whispering One, and then who else? Whatever the Neverwinter guy is up to, we don't know what he's doing. So
Riku just leans in. He's like, "This is what happens when you get to the big leagues, bud."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd pat Vincent on his shell and be like, "Well, I already know what side we're on."
Oh God.
Oh,
Rudolph Van Richten sort of gives you a look at that.
Yeah.
Not like a super negative look, just not exactly like the cleanest of
Oh.
looks.
oh,
Casimir Velikov, however, has been holding his sword in his lap, looking down at it, and he goes, I mean, I hear screams sometimes from the blade. You don't think this is related at all, do you? He sort of like holds it up if anybody wants to take it.
Riku's like, he turns his head and he's like, my blade talks to me as well.
Right,
He's like, what?
if he's
He's like,
offering,
what kind of screams? He says,
if he's offering,
this.
if he's offering one of us to like hold it to see if we hear it too, Sir Venom would gingerly take hold of it.
He is offering that, and if as you take hold of it, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's his bread and butter.
26.
Yeah, no issues there. Although you do hear the psychic screams of. Make an insight check actually as well. Let's see if you can make out what's going on.
Yeah, are they?
Determine the source
like-
of these screams.
Yeah, are they just like screams? Are they saying words? 29.
So as you hold on to your proverbial butt, the screams wash over your mind, and you hear many different things. You hear people in conversation, and then no, what is that? Oh, and effectively death knells. You hear the terrified screams of people fleeing and then being cut down by this blade. You hear the auditory recordings of the death that this blade has wrought across
People's-
Dusk Elves,
People's final moments.
Vistani. Yes, but it is very specific because you recognize, especially with that 29 of an insight, Sir Venom, you recognize the accents and the things people are talking about in certain instances. You hear the word Valaki. You hear, on the Count's orders, from the voice of Rahadin, his chamberman, because this sword was taken by Casimir Velikov upon the death of Rahadin as almost an item of victory, considering, and it now dawns on you, Rahadin was probably the individual who killed all of Casimir's family, friends, and tribe.
And the same blade that killed all his friends. That's crazy.
Plus, I think all of us were too scared to take the sword.
True.
So I don't want to tell him that it's like the screams of his friends and family dying. That seems mean. So I guess I'd what did I come up with?
Then what would you say?
That's what I'm trying to think of. I'd like, place the sword down at his side, and I'd be like, well, they're screams, not whispers. So I don't believe they're related to the whispering one. I'm sure it's probably something to do with with Strahd.
And he sort of picks it back up again and he goes, it's strange, they're so faint most of the time. Sometimes when I cut down or defend myself or us, an enemy, I can sort of hear something come through, but it's still so faint. But I can't hear them.
I'd like put my hand on his shoulder and be like, I was able to, like I could hear them. I wouldn't recommend concentrating too hard on trying to hear what they're saying. It's it's nothing pleasant. There's nothing to be gained from it.
Make a deception or persuasion check, please.
Let's see. I don't think. Yeah. 6.
Oh.
I'm gonna actually roll in secret for this one. Okay. He gives you a funny look and he goes, why do I get the feeling you're not telling me everything?
I'd like, keep eye contact with him and just say, because I'm not telling you everything.
Oh.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage on that one.
Oh, it rolled better that time.
He gives you a look. See, I at least appreciate the honesty, although I would appreciate more honesty. Maybe we can come to an agreement in the next day or two.
I like, kind of nod at him and be like, if you really want to know, we can sit down and I'll fill you in. But, I'm being honest in that, there's nothing to be gained from.
Riku sees this interaction. He's like, trust me, guys. Whatever you hear from that sword is not anywhere near as weird as you'd hear from mine.
Yes. Anyways, so I'd
continue my conversation with Casimir and be like, we can sit down. I'll fill you in, but I'm being honest in that it's just nothing to be gained from listening more closely to the screams from that sword.
He sort of
It'll only bring you pain.
shrugs and goes, "I've had a lifetime of pain. There's not much more I can't take, I suspect." And he sheathes it at his hip once more. It's been a good blade, nonetheless.
Oh, I can see that. Is
Did you
there
find
a?
anything inside?
I'd hold up my my jar with a tentacle in it, and be like, some crazy guy with tentacle arms and going on and on about the Whispered One attacked us, and we had to take him out.
Ah, okay. And Rictavio or Rudolph and Rictavio, and Casimir Velikov are sort of watching you at this point. And do we move on from here? Sort of
I think.
looking across the group.
Well, we found that book. I'm thinking we should at least we should go through the property and see if we can find the pages or any other clues of the gauntlet being here.
Yeah, this is our first clue that
Yeah.
for that other group we're looking for. We got to do a little bit more thorough
I'm
investigation now.
thinking, should we say how long we want to spend searching this place? Because we are on a schedule and we don't want to spend too much time. And then it's like,
Yeah. That totally
uh,
works. And if you want to
yeah.
not be stealthy about it, like it'll take you 10 minutes to check all the rooms, to like open all the doors and check everything. If you
Yeah.
want to be stealthy about it, it could take an hour. It's up to you guys how you would like to do this.
I don't think
Riku's
we
not
can be
worried.
Healthy.
Yeah. I feel like we dispatched the biggest threat. There could be more, but that seems like that was the biggest.
Also, do we want to try to question the Manticore?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, primarily looking at like Axel for this because he's the strongest and most intimidating of us.
But you can bring it back from its current state, Riku says.
And I nod. Be like, restoring someone or something that's been petrified is it's difficult, but not beyond my means. Kind of preens his feathers a little bit.
And that wouldn't tire you too much. Like I'm just asking, like that wouldn't be too harsh on your spell slots.
It would take, I guess, like out of game, it would take one of my 2 5th level slots, and I have.
I don't care. That's
I have
up to you
both
if you really
available.
want to do it.
I
That'd be cool to
feel
talk to it.
like,
We could get some answers. I do like the idea.
considering how far we traveled before our first short rest, I feel like there's going to be a long rest. There's going to be like a bunch of long rests from the replenishes slots. So I don't think it's a big deal. Yeah, I think if you want to question them, I think
let's see what we turn up from the search and then question it. I feel like that's the best order of
I think Riku should take, actually, assuming this thing can speak common, then Riku should take the I'll help Axel will help Riku talk to the guy, but Riku's
standing next to him all intimidatingly.
yeah, but Riku's the
you'll bridge the gap in case it doesn't understand my dialect.
Yeah.
Vincent, you've been relatively quiet during the short rest. Is there anything you would like to talk to Rictavio or Casimir about, or anything you'd like to add?
No.
Okay.
Just taking in everything, and Vincent wants to get out of here, even though he brought us all here.
Okay, fair enough. Cool, just checking in. Cool. So, how would you guys like to clear the building? Do you want to just like knock down the doors, open any doors, look around in each of the rooms?
Yeah, Riku was already kicking in doors.
Yeah, we're
Maybe
swatting.
go and like split up into like partners, like teams of 2, just in case there is like a crazy monster that can turn people into stone.
Sure.
So what I'll do is I'll open all the rooms on the first floor. You can pretty quickly clear that without any issue. You do not find any monsters of any type. You actually see very little. Like you're looking around for sort of like tentacles or anything of that nature. I would assume you really don't see anything. That being said, depending on how many rooms each of you explore, I would ask you to roll that many perception checks each. So, for instance, if Riku does 3 rooms, go ahead and roll 3. so on and so
Let's
forth.
let's just split them down the middle, 2 and 2.
So on the first floor, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rooms, I would say, to check for.
So we could split up 2 floors. You know, 2 people each floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
how many
that'd be-
rooms on the second floor?
On the second floor, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 rooms. And you can clear
Okay.
those as well.
Maybe
Oh.
like if I grab Vincent to come search the top floor with me, would he be able to like help and give me advantage on perception rolls? If he's like helping me look and perceive the
I'm
area
gonna
around me?
I'm going to say these are individual checks on this one.
Okay.
All right, so let's just split them in half, or like evenly. So how many rooms total divided by the 4 of us?
So it would be 25 rooms. So that's going to be like 6 rolls each, and somebody makes 7.
I think I probably have the highest perception, so I can do 7.
So we're all doing.
7 perception or 6 perception rolls.
Is there a way to just do them like?
I don't know if there is.
Let's go with Vincent. Looks like he's doing them first. That
Okay.
works pretty well.
Well, one person
we'll
at a time.
One person at a time.
Holy
yeah.
smokes!
All right, there's
It's gonna
my
be
6.
so many rolls.
Vincent, you don't find anything of interest.
Oh,
You find lots of detritus, refuse, rubbish, garbage,
So
trash,
6, right?
but you don't find anything worthwhile.
You
Yes.
go. You go next, Axel.
Okay, so 6
Go, Axel.
perception.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. 1. Do I have to wait for the first one to stop before I can do the second one?
I'll have to now.
2.
You're 17.
Consistent.
Your perception's better than I thought it was.
3,
He's real
my gosh.
consistent.
4. Oh, that's a 1. How many have I
Still
rolled?
got
Have
a-
I lost track?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay, that is a success. And in one of the rooms, I'm just going to toss you on like one of these top floors here. You actually find a scrap of parchment that looks as if it were torn from a book.
Oh.
And it says it's a pretty small bit of words, but it's interesting. You see in the same sort of loopy handwriting that seems to come from the journal's cover these words: "Leaving seems impossible. Those who travel north simply return in the south. This land is cursed."
They're on a globe. They just don't know it yet.
Not good.
All these damn flat earthers.
Riku, you've got 1 success so far of the 4 that you rolled. The 5,
Oh,
6.
going low here.
You do get the following as you find another scrap of parchment. And it says the following. It's a little bit bigger, but it's in the same hand as you and Axel compare notes. "We cannot afford to draw unwanted attention from the local authorities of the Renier family. Be wary of Jacqueline Renier, the so-called ruler of this land. Avoid direct confrontation if possible."
Oh, it's a cleanup hitter. Come on.
Sir Venom, you've got 2 successes so far. The DC is 25. 3 successes, and the last one.
Ooh,
Oh,
damn.
So close.
So that's pretty good actually. So you've got 3 successes, and you do find 3 scraps of paper as you see Riku and Axel come up with pretty similar looking things. The first says that there are troubling reports of strange emanations of power coming from Fox Estate. The second is maybe the most worrying of all of the scraps that you find. "Our divine powers are significantly diminished, and we struggle to fend off the nightmares that plague this land. We have yet to lose anyone to this land, but is only for staying together. Lord Andromansis is keeping us fed by creating food and water." With the third piece of information in a scrap of paper saying, "Failing to leave, we make for Port Pontamuse. since leaving this cursed land seems impossible.
That like almost implies that eating the local food is causing issues for them. So like a few times you've brought up how like bountiful the place is, and there's like prey animals and like vegetation and like plants and everything everywhere.
Rudolph Van Richten asks to look at them, and he's sort of looking at them as you're saying this. He goes, I don't know. Maybe they simply didn't have any money and didn't want to steal anything, and therefore unwanted attention would be thievery. I think the worrying part here is that their divine powers are significantly diminished. And he sort of looks at
Agreed.
you and he
Riku
goes,
nods.
is that true for you?
I kind of like shake my head and be like, or can I make like a religion roll or some type of roll to like
Riku's
test
like his
my like divine power and see if my like contact with or my connection to the Raven Queen is like diminished or
Yeah.
muted or anything at all?
Riku's like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. He's his what's it called? Queen lives in this land, this realm. It should be
She-
stronger, right?
Go ahead and make a religion check. And Rudolph Van Richten, who also has some level of divine spellcasting ability, says, mine don't appear muted at all, so I don't know.
I rolled a 21.
Yeah, you know that you have no loss of powers, so far as you can tell. I don't want to say you're more powerful, but that it's easier to grasp onto your divine spellcasting abilities.
Yeah, especially since I
Within,
cast the spell that directly connected me to the Raven Queen to like ask her
Yeah.
questions.
it's a faster internet speed.
I look to Rictavio and I say, like which pantheon or god do you get your power from?
Oh, I don't really get my power from any specific god. It's odd. I've always sort of just asked for help, and I've always just received it.
Narrow my eyes at him a little bit. Be like, well, that power is coming from somewhere. There's some god or deity somewhere that seems to have taken an interest in you and your well-being.
He sort of nods in agreement. I know. It's funny. I've never really investigated it too heavily. Although I have wondered about it. I do believe in the gods. There's quite abundant evidence of that, as clearly as you yourself would know. But uh, I've never been able to discern or understand it. It was actually one of the things I wanted to look up in Candlekeep.
Is there a like out of game? Is there like is there a way like a spell, or is there a way for us to kind of figure out like what flavor of divine power he has? Is he working with like fruit punch, like blue cooler?
I would actually say go back to the game and make a religion check or an arcana roll, something of that nature, if you want to try to understand.
Ooh, 25.
Um, you have never encountered this in any of the religious texts. The way that you understand magic to be drawn and then used forth is that it is provided by the bounty of their deities if it's a divine magic. Arcane magic is studied upon or called forth from a well of power. So wizards study, sorcerers call forth from a well of power, bards call forth from a slightly similar well of power to use arcane spells with their creative magic. And then there's natural magic, and natural magic is called upon from the powers of the material plane. So the actual the world of Toril itself. It does sound like Rudolf Van Richten has divine powers, but you've never heard of somebody being able to call upon them without utilizing a connection to a deity of some sort.
There's
There's,
no way
like-
to like, for me to like, put my hands on him while he casts a spell or something to like get a feel for like what type of divine power he uses, like where it comes from.
Well, you know there are spells that could give you that type of information, like Legend Lore, for instance. I don't know if you necessarily have access to them at this time.
Okay. I guess I like tell Octavio. I'm like next time we camp for the night. I might be able to get to have the Raven Queen like give me access to a spell that might be able to help us figure out where your power's coming from.
He goes, I'm open to such a thing. Please. Is there anything else you guys would like to do here?
Are we gonna? I think we should try to question the Manticore. I think that'd be fun.
Sure.
For it.
Yeah. All right. So I'd stand in front of
But
the Manticore statue. Like, everyone
Vincent
take
would
a position.
draw his bow. Yeah, I was gonna say Vincent would get defensive in case this thing goes sideways.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vincent,
Manticore is just like a puppy to us now.
you get to the like the top of the stairs. Take Overwatch position.
Oh, let me open up Owlbear.
Oh yeah. Definitely do
Well,
that.
not open it up, but I mean zoom in. Yeah, that works for me. Wait, what is Is that like the top of stairs that I'm on? To like the second floor?
That's like a little
Yes.
Or is that
landing.
like
It looks
there's
like.
like a pedestal?
So if you look on the next map up, there's like a
Yeah.
landing and a balcony up here.
Okay, I see.
And if you stood on one side, you'd be able to sort of
Yeah,
like look down at the Manticore.
Yeah, I'll just stay where I am. That's good.
So I'm just gonna toss this Manticore in here for a moment, just so that I have a token at the ready. Whoop. Cool.
Has you just been here for like centuries?
Right.
Before I need to do a roll, want to do. Do I know if from my field, like in a field guide, do I remember if manticores or are immune or resistant to poison damage?
Ooh. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a history check for that.
History.
That's good. Good call. You do remember a bit about manticores. They are some of the more commonly found creatures, not necessarily like close to civilization, but less experienced adventurers are more likely to stumble upon manticores than other types of beasts, for instance. The field guide you do know says that they have levels of they're predators. They can mimic certain sounds that they've heard, but so far as you know, they don't have any sort of resistances or immunities.
Sounds perfect.
I'll bonus action. Actually, no, I don't want to waste it. I'll use it in combat if needed, not preemptively.
Okay. Sir Venom, are you going to use like greater restoration on this or something?
Damn right I am.
All right.
So I'd like put my hands on it, cast greater restoration, and then step aside to let Mr. High Charisma take lead.
And as it comes out of its petrification, it does appear rather battered, beaten, and bruised. If you would like to all please roll initiative, it rolled an 8. We're going to go into initiative order because you're going to have to convince it to talk.
Oh. You will submit.
All right, so we've got 14, 17, 18.
I'm going back and just putting my tempura cauliflower in the oven.
Oh, nice.
Cauliflower? That doesn't sound like you. You're a potato guy.
Yeah, I've been getting into cauliflower lately.
Just made the switch.
Made the switch from potatoes to cauliflower.
You are up second, just a heads up. Axel, you get to go first. What would you like to do as this manticore turns pretty quickly from stone to flesh?
Well, I would say if it does talking use any of my actions, like
If-
not even like a full sentence, just like a quick like we're here to help you, like not even like a.
If you're making like persuasion, intimidation of that sort, I'm gonna say yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like opening move
You're gonna
isn't.
go
I'm
all in
I'm
on
just gonna go straight to the damage. Then actually, ooh, he's banged up.
You're gonna kill it before we get a chance to
Yeah.
talk. To it?
Non-lethal. Can I declare like say non-lethal damage? Like
Turn your axe sideways and smack it on the head.
You
Yeah,
can
like
attempt to.
let's at least try to talk to it before we.
yeah.
beat
How
it
do
up.
I? How would I? You just want me to go talk to him?
It has intelligence.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
this. We don't have to worry about damage too much. I feel.
All
'Cause I
right.
feel like we can very easily take that thing.
Sure. Be like, hey, we're here to like help you, man. Try to persuade him to like not fight. Like, don't fight us. 'Cause we're gonna kill you if you fight.
Yeah, maybe tell him that like we're the ones who got him out of being stone.
Yeah, my friend unstoned you. It was very nice of him.
All right. So go ahead and make your persuasion check on that. I rolled a check because I want to try to counterbalance this to understand what you need. That's really funny. That's exactly what you needed. And the
7?
way that I adjudicated that was I basically rolled a disadvantage because he had been in combat previously, and he's making like an insight check. And he made a pretty strong insight check, so 20 minus 13 is 7. You needed a 7 or better to be able to persuade him. He looks at you sharply. Oh, are you all? And he's looking at you in particular, Axel, as the beefiest and toughest of the bunch.
What was his response?
Who are you?
Oh, me, Axel. And then I would say who the other fellas are. Yeah, we look. We found you stoned, and my friend was able to unstone you, and we believe you have some information that would be valuable to us. We can help you possibly get out of this entire realm if you wanted to. If we could work, we could be maybe form an alliance of sorts.
Make a persuasion check saying that as well.
Riku's like, I don't know how much you like living, but you hang with us, it might work out for you.
Yeah, we're pretty fucking
Damn,
tough.
another 7.
And he sort of looks at you and he goes, I like it here until I get stoned by basilisk.
Oh, a basilisk.
Oh, he's already
Is it
given the
still here?
information. Basilisk. Was that Squid Man? We don't
No.
know.
It's a giant
Snake,
snake.
I think.
Oh.
That can turn you to stone when you look at
Yeah.
him.
Yes, basilisk. Well,
Where is this basilisk?
Yeah.
If you,
I
actually,
think
I'm sorry, it's not my turn.
you are next. So maybe can I just hand it over to Riku?
I would say at this point it's okay not to be in combat.
All right.
I wanted to see if
Okay.
you were going to have to be in combat pretty quickly there, but I think it's okay. He's a little less aggressive at the moment.
Yes. Okay.
Where is this basilisk? Would you perhaps know?
Well, I was eating rats in here, and basilisks like me follow the rats, and we eat the rats, and well, we got to fighting over an especially juicy rat.
Ah.
There
So
were a lot
the,
of basilisks.
Oh, multiple.
There's usually multiple manticores following rats.
What other sorts of beasts consume these rats?
Not so many. We like to take the hunting for ourselves.
Let's
No
see.
too many wolves.
So finding someone like you petrified is a common thing around here because of these goddamn basilisks. Riku says.
Pretty uncommon.
Oh, uncommon.
No, we typically leave each other alone. There's plenty of rats to eat.
Oh, okay. So you're the
Why do you think
exception.
this one attacked you this time?
Oh, you heard them because they were fighting for the.
Oh, because they're fighting over it. All right,
Because I did attack him.
Well, hey, you seem like a pretty cool manticore. We typically just kill manticores, but you seem all right.
Oh, just my lucky day. And he gives a big old howl. I would need everybody to give a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Yeah, it's a save, Sir Venom.
Wisdom.
Even
That's a
a even a
save,
nat
Axel.
1 would be
Riku.
a save for that.
And Vincent, that's all save. He does give this trumpeting howl. You all succeeded, so you're not frightened. And he goes, "Oh, tough ones you are. Am I allowed to leave?"
Um,
Oh,
I mean,
do you
Don't
get?
see why
what
not.
about you work for us? How about that?
No, I don't work for anyone.
How about this? Work for us or die?
And at that, he will take a swipe at you, actually. He will sort of like whip around with his tail towards you. Does that hit?
No.
Okay, so let's go back into initiative. At this point, let's start at the top of the round. We'll say, Axel, you can go first.
Back into
Okay.
initiative we go.
Yeah, I like the turn there. Okay. How do I play this game? Okay. Axel. Ooh.
Rico
feel
says,
like
just
this
knock him
guy's-
out. He'll work for us. Just knock him out.
Is he? Can you tell if he's bloodied? Like, is he,
He is
like
bloodied.
he's
yeah.
bloodied?
So,
All right.
pretty well.
Is there a way for me to do damage without killing him? Like,
Yeah.
I have an axe. It's like slashing
You can
damage.
do that.
I can't just
Yeah,
bludgeon him.
You can do non-lethal.
You just hit him with like the butt end of the axe, you know?
All right, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll try to knock him unconscious. With the like handle part of the axe, I guess.
You use like the flat of the blade.
And we'll be reckless about it. I don't know what his AC is. And no, we're not doing Great Weapon Master because we're not trying to like kill him. This is 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, so 18, and then so I roll advantage, so I'll do a sneak attack on this.
Just want a pet manticore.
So 28.
He'll submit.
Yeah. Yeah, I will yell after my first attack, I yell submit.
Okay.
And then assuming if he's still standing, we'll go for the second one.
So that was 28 points of damage because you're not raging. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm not raging. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna use my rage this fight because he's already. I don't want to.
Gotcha. Yeah, he is
Waste
still
rages.
standing. He's
Okay.
still up.
All right, second attack coming up. It's a crit. So I critted him with the thing.
All right, he might submit after this. I guess you don't have your
Submit.
sneak this time.
Okay,
Unfortunately.
so I need you, Axel,
Oh.
to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that's such a good one last time. You gotta kind of roll over. 16.
Not bad.
That is going to be
Oh, you're
what is
suspenseful.
what is your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus?
Okay, strength modifier is +7. Proficiency is +4. So 11 combined.
Whoa.
Okay. So you needed to beat a 19 and you have failed to do so. As you go to land the blow in a non-lethal manner, in the back of your mind you hear, just kill it. Just fucking kill it. Come on. Just kill it.
Okay. Well,
And as you do this, the blade of the axe goes from the flat side to the sharp side, and you cleave through the neck of the manticore, striking it down.
oh, I'm sorry, boys.
No,
Axel, why'd you do that?
What
I
the
couldn't-
fuck, man? You
I-
only had one
Deal,
job.
dude.
I couldn't help myself.
One job, Riku says.
Oh, beautiful.
Well, he seemed like kind of a dick anyway, so I guess
Yeah, he was
no
kind of
big
a
loss.
prick.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna
Yeah,
let me
Riku
ride
looks
him.
the tail, no pun intended.
Axel, in the back of your mind, you hear, "Oh, it's much better. That's much better."
Yeah.
Oh, you have
Oh.
a talking axe.
Yeah, well, I think it's like the assassin part of my brain. I have to look into
Ah.
it next long rest because I think I did a check for it,
Gonna find out why
a
you're
recent
schizo.
long rest, and I failed it. And I don't want to like spam that, so every time it makes its presence known is when I'll check on it, and not like just be like I failed the check. I'm gonna check it again
Yeah, it's
till
fair.
I succeed. But yeah. Yeah, I killed him. I mean, he's got all these like spiky bits. I bet that some of them make maybe some cool arrows or something.
Always.
Someone.
Yeah, let's gather up.
Does Manticore have they have like poison? Is it poisonous in their darts I can harvest?
Oh, that's a
Quills.
good question. Let me take a look here.
Definitely got some freaky animal parts on him.
Yeah, for sure.
Frightened, piercing damage. Yep, yeah, the tail spikes have poison in them. That is correct. So you can harvest quite a bit of poison for your poisoner's kit, for instance.
Yeah, I gotta replenish because I just made a bunch. So
Riku's
I
like,
would
don't forget my
say-
pun. I called him a prick.
I would say that you can make 2 poisoner's kits worth of supplies if you need.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And you do get a little bit of XP from that. Technically, it's like 700 XP divided by 4, so 175 a piece, roughly.
Is that the first time we've encountered a manticore, Riku thinks?
In
So-
this campaign,
This,
yeah.
yeah.
I was about to say, I did not have it in my monster token repository, so I had to go find one.
Seems odd. That's all. Riku
I know,
thinks.
yeah, right.
right?
I know.
Well, it sounds like there's a bunch of them around this realm.
Basilisk as well.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, we
those
gotta be
aren't-
careful of those.
Those are
Yeah.
gonna suck.
Thank goodness
Although
you
you
can.
can restore us
Yeah,
And Riku's like,
fairly easily.
on a
Riku's-
limited basis. Let's not go crazy during this.
do you have any way to block that from yourself? Because we need you to be the one not to be turned to stone, my friend. Riku says.
I don't
He
believe
has
we do.
eyes because it's all. Isn't there something about your eyes? Can you?
How about this? How about this, everyone?
Wow.
Let's agree now. If we see a basilisk, we body block it so that he stays alive and can save us.
Huh?
Because he's the only one who can bring people back from being stone.
Okay.
That's all. My music stuff.
Okay.
I guess. And did we find any other generalized loot of any kind in this house, like potions or any other items of note while we were searching
Yeah.
for the books?
It's funny. This place looks like it's been ransacked, turned over, destroyed, stripped bare. Anything that looks like it could have even been used as like a bed frame or mattress has been stripped or like broken, to the point where you get the sense that this place has been turned over not just like 3 or 4 times, but dozens of times by something, someone, some set of creatures.
And the Manticore mentioned that they were eating rats. Is there like a pile of bones from their prey from like what they were eating?
You don't see any signs of rats actually.
I
Which is
think they
kind
were
of funny.
talking about like the plague that happens here,
Yeah,
brother.
I was thinking we'd look at the bones to see if they were like humanoid type bones instead of just like big rats.
No, you don't notice any bones of any kind actually.
Which
Why
is
you need human bones, my friend? Riku's curious.
just to like confirm if they were rats or like the people turned into weird rat monsters.
Oh, okay.
So everyone
Oh.
just like nod and be like, they must be like owls. They
Damn.
eat even
Just-
the
I
bones.
just- Just the way you said that, I didn't know if you're on the hunt for human bones specifically. I was gonna. That's all. Never mind.
It's,
Nope. Do not need human bones or anything.
So I assume
Good.
we combine all those pieces of paper we found into like so that we're all on the same page.
Oh yes,
Oh, get
Uh,
it? Page.
I get it.
and then let's hit the road.
Yeah.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Sure. You have no issues hitting the road. It is like 3 p.m. at this point, maybe even like 3:30 in the afternoon. You do begin to head towards San Roger, which is in the north. And I'll just bring up the map here just to reorient ourselves with where you are within Rishemalot. Just because we've not spent tons and tons of time on the map. You sort of bushwhacked and took a side trail up to Temator Estate. On the way back down, you're actually able to find the trail significantly better. You don't have to go through the ravine, the sort of gorge that Rictavio and Casimir Velikov nearly fell down, and you find a suitable path that brings you back to the road. You are able to make decent time until about here when nightfall begins to come in to play. Is there anything you would like to do at this point?
Sun's getting real low, boys. Maybe we set up a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
tiny hut and then go to bed.
Yeah, set up a camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a break.
I was just looking at the map, and that the Fox Estate is way north.
Yeah, that was one of the places named in the books, right?
It's where there's emanations of
Power coming from
Power.
the Fox
The
Estate.
Faux Estate?
I mean,
Way
it
north?
says Fox Estate on the thing, but I'm assuming that's a
I
Fiox.
think it should be, yeah, the Fiox Estate, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, then there's Castle Fox Court too.
Hold on, where?
House of Flies.
If you look way north on the map,
Machete
south
Machete
of
Estate.
Oh,
The
no, okay,
gargoyle.
no, I was talking about Castle Foxcourt. I see that now.
oh yeah. So
It should be Fiox Estate in the reports of strange emanations of power.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from Fiox Estate.
So that'd be way off road, but I mean, we can't resist.
Right? We can't resist the side
Seems like
quest.
Well, it seems like it's the furthest thing away, so it's gonna take. We got to get through
Yeah.
everything else to get to it. So,
All right.
for one thing
So
at a time.
was this where we're long resting?
Sure, if that's what you guys would like. Before you're able to set up camp, you're sort of like looking around in this spot. It is dusk. Let me just bring up the map here for a moment. Everybody give me a perception roll. $21, $12.
Perception, that's my bread and butter.
Let's see. And then Riku, do you have a perception roll? Oh, there we go, 29.
I do.
Ugh.
Okay, Riku, you hear it first. Axel hears it second. Vincent, it takes you a moment to realize that everybody sort of stopped and you're listening. From the south, you hear almost like a rustling, and then it turns into a scuttling.
Riku quickly cast the hut. Like,
Are you casting it with just a spell?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will drop the hut down, and everybody can hop into it if they would like. You do see as you hop into the hut, there are hundreds, first hundreds, then thousands, then maybe up to millions of rats swarming through the woods to the north. And to represent this, I am just going to place a big old rat on the screen.
But they can't come through the hut, right?
No, but they swarm up and over the hut, all through the forest, to the point that
This is some like gore shit.
Like a
yes,
tidal wave of rats.
it is
Yeah.
a tidal wave of
A
rats
sea of rats.
pushing through the forest. Several of them are rat kings, tails tied together, and the one thing that makes its way through the dome is the smell. For whatever reason, the smell of these creatures does waft its way in.
Oh
So I need
god.
everybody to make Constitution saving throws, just to not be poisoned.
Yeah, start gagging. Be like, oh, Riku, Vincent, can't you do something
Riku
about this
immediately
smell?
pukes.
Yeah, Riku, you definitely lose your lunch. Everybody else is actually fine. You also saved on this one. And actually, let's just double check Rictavio and
We should add to Riku's lore that he has a fear of rats now.
Can
Wow.
prestidigitation, can that make smells?
yeah, I can. Yep.
Yeah, like get some like rose petal smells or something up in here.
I can't. I'm
Vincent
overwhelmed
makes the,
by
the
what's happening now.
I can.
So what else do it?
Vincent will make the room smell like
I told you, Rico now has a
uh,
fear of rats.
like an
It's funny
ocean
actually.
spring.
Rictavio, so Rudolf Van Richten also gets ill, but Casimir Velikov is able to hold it together. So it's the two half elves that are related to each other who seem to have some level of nausea over this scent.
Let them get the motion stick together.
There is one other thing that you
Ocean
notice as
sick.
this.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
There is one other thing that you notice behind the rats. Oh shit! Do I not have a token for this?
The Pied Piper himself.
Nope. You see several large snake reptilian-like creatures chasing the rats
Basilisks.
through this space, and they sort of see the hut, but they pretty much pay it no attention. Whatever it is, they're not that interested in, and so they will sort of pass behind. And there's 3 of
That's
them
what they
in
look like?
particular. Yes. And I will have a
Well,
better
that's
token for them.
Looks familiar.
Gross.
That's pretty dope.
Let me put better tokens together for that. But the hut saves you. You are able to fend
What a
them
useful
off.
3rd level spell.
Right.
Right.
How'd you know to do that?
How did I know?
Yeah.
Because we heard the tick, 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 and we succeeded on the perception check.
Yeah, but like you were ready to throw the hut down before he even
Because
said
we were
what
about
it
to do it,
was.
but I was like, if it's not down, then I'm just gonna do it anyway. That's all.
Okay, I was.
Because I thought we were gonna get in a fight. I thought it would
Yeah.
help for a fight. That's all.
Didn't know it would be thousands of rats.
No, I didn't know that either. I thought it was just gonna be a fight coming our way.
They do, it does take about 10 minutes for everything to pass you by. The sheer number of rats and the basilisks sort of like pouncing after them through the trees ensures that they don't go slowly. And you can see the basilisks effectively scooping dozens of rats into their mouths at a single go, turning them into stone sometimes when the creatures inadvertently look back at them. And so there is a crunch amongst the chewing as the basilisks trounce off up the road through the forest. You are now positioned in the center of this road in the tiny hut. You can see Rudolf Van Richten weakly sitting down at the edge of the hut, trying to use whatever he has available. He might have a spade and he's trying to shove the dirt that he vomited into out of the hut. Sorry for that, everyone. Let's rest for the night. And he looks exhausted. He looks absolutely exhausted from the travel.
It's time. We take a rest.
Okay.
Before I rest, I'm trying to think of which one of the boys to ask about voices. The voices I'm hearing in my head, get sort of what's advice on what do I do?
Who do you trust the most, or who do you think will not freak out?
Because Rico, you've been talking to a sword, right?
Yeah, I've told
And
you that
then
I
Sir
speak with my
Venom's got
sword.
his gods.
I
I'll see
think
what
it would just
Rico.
be funny.
I'll see what Riku has to say.
I was gonna say group dynamic. I feel like where if you were basing it off of who you would catch the least resistance from, I feel like Vincent would be the best one to talk to. But
Actually,
if you want to talk to me, that's fine.
Before we do this, let's go ahead and just take our break. I think it is the right time to take the break,
Okay.
and then we'll come back and we'll do this.
Cool.
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, Riku.
Oh, hey, bud.
Hey, I've been having this deal, right? Where there's this voice
What kind of deal?
well, you talk to your sword, right? So it's like
I sure do.
a voice in your head. Yeah.
It's a voice.
I've been having this deal where I have a voice in my head, but I don't know what the hell it's coming from. Yeah. I first remember that lady's house we burned down in Barovia, allegedly.
Riku's like, what happened in Barovia? We don't talk about, my
Yeah.
friend.
Well, that's the first time
he like leans in close.
I'm pretty sure it was at her house the first time I heard it. It was like
as if we're talking about like the old war or something.
the voice really wants me to like kill.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't hear it for a while after that. But then we were what was it? We were in that like graveyard, the graveyard we did recently.
Okay.
And then I killed those people that were they had surrendered, and then I didn't want to keep them as loose ends, and I killed them. And then the voice was like, "Whoa, you're not supposed to kill people that way. You're supposed to those weren't the right people you're supposed to kill," or something like that.
Huh.
And I'm like, okay. And I thought about it later that day, and nothing came of it. And then like a few hours ago, when we were fighting that with that Manticore, I was trying to I just wanted to like knock him unconscious. But then the voice in my head was like, "Oh, fuck that, you gotta kill it." And I did, but I didn't intend to, but I kind of did because the voice in my head told me, and I'm like, so I got this voice in my head telling me what to kill and who's okay to kill, and kind of weird. What do you think?
I think that's definitely something to be concerned about. And happy you told me. First off, thank you for approaching me on that. And you should feel comfortable to approach your friends with in your time of need like this.
All right.
First off, brave, very brave of you. And let's play it day by day, my friend. Like this, it's clearly something is going on with you. And it seems like it's out of your control. Like it's you seem like you didn't want to do some of these things, and you were
can't help it. I do it didn't pop up that one time I killed a guy and threw him in the well.
Huh.
Didn't get anything from that.
All right.
So
Ernst Lanark.
yeah, it's just another loose end. I like loose ends.
I understand, my friend, and to be fair, like I find your brutality to be typically in favor of the group. So like I don't question it much, your motives, because they're typically in for the good of the team. I understand it's not always a pretty thing.
Sure, someone's got to do it.
What we do, and you typically tend to do the dirty work. So we appreciate that, and I think this voice, whatever it is, we should probably try to get to the bottom of it. And I don't know if telling the whole team right now was such a good idea, but maybe once we get out of here, we tackle this next. How about that? Riku says, like, can we make a compromise there?
Yeah.
As long as you don't start cutting us down, Riku says, I think we're okay.
The voice hasn't said anything about you guys yet, so I'll just think on it tonight and see.
Yeah, Riku kind of sharply looks at him. As long as you don't cut us down, gives him a stern look.
Okay.
He's like, I know you're strong, but he's like, I think we might be able to take you. He like, and says like the team together.
I think you guys could figure something out.
If all three of us team up and we get like a couple surprise bonus rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much. It's a good talk.
Great talk. Thank you for telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you thinking on this? At
Yeah,
this point,
when I do during the long rest at some point, I will probably roll, I guess, to see what's up.
Yeah, go ahead and I would say let's do it now. Go ahead and roll could be an insight check, could be something different if you think that's appropriate.
Ooh, let's see. Okay, so non-athletics, insight. Insight's pretty good. Let's do insight.
To be clear, I feel like if Riku judged you like a threat to the team, he would tell everyone else, but you don't seem like a threat right now, so. Not to us, at least.
17. That's probably okay.
That's pretty good, actually, I would say. what do you do to like sort of think about things and sort of like reach into your mind?
So like in real life, when I want to think about something, I like to just lie. Like it's almost like meditating, but it's not really meditating. I just lie down and my brain doesn't shut off, and I just start thinking about things, trying to connect dots to things, and yeah, I guess my brain just my brain's thinking about this so much it just can't sleep for for a bit, so it's just thinking
Yeah.
in
And
real hard.
as you sort of bounce between the points that you discussed with Riku, because you touched upon all the different instances and oddities of each instance of what this voice was telling you to either kill or not to kill and when and why, you sort of feel almost a tickle. And for a moment, you sort of quiet your mind and you feel the tickle and you recognize it as a little bit of a laugh. It's a little bit of a snide sort of laugh in the back of your head that's not your own. And you can hear it saying, "Death is just another gift we give." And it seems to go quiet again.
Okay. All right. So it's a funny guy.
The 17, I'll say this like sort of out of game a little bit. The 17 wasn't high enough to get much more than that.
Mm.
But you know, keep meditating on it, and maybe you'll be able to talk to it a little bit more.
Okay, so now at least, because before with the failure I had last time, I came to the conclusion that it was just my subconscious or something that was, that was just me talking to myself.
Yep.
But I feel like with that pass, I at least know now that okay, there's something there.
Yeah. And I will also say that I refuse to like subject any of your characters to like some sort of mental illness or something. So that's definitely not what's happening. Just as like an aside.
Well, I
So
figured
just to
that.
take that
I
off the
mean,
table.
I've known pretty much that it's because I took the assassin subclass.
Yeah.
But I can't just be like, oh, I'm an assassin now. I have to like figure it out.
I see like the Cicero from Skyrim, the jester assassin. That's like your patron.
Well, I hope he's not too chaotic.
Oof. What is everyone else doing during this long rest?
I'm changing a couple of my spells around.
Suppose Rika's mulling over this information about Axel.
Okay.
He's like thinking to himself, "Oh, here we go again. Another party member potentially losing himself."
Yeah, I guess I'm like
Uriel round two.
Sharing some stories of the Raven Queen's court with Vincent, telling him what it's like and all the different parties and stuff that we have and all the crazy zany adventures.
Yep. Okay. Is there anything else that's happening throughout the night? Anything anybody wants to do, or should I go ahead and move us on to the next day?
Do we have to like put up watches or anything?
It's up to you guys. If you'd like to do that, you can.
Probably should.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea. After what we saw last night, and then also
We saw like
Looking-
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
the ocean of rats.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. That was fresh. Rika
Yeah,
says
take
it starts
watch.
sniffing in our memories.
Vincent will take first watch.
There are 6 of us if you include Rictavio and Casimir.
I have a feeling Rictavio wouldn't be good for a watch, the way he's been looking.
Damn. Okay.
What's wrong with Grandpa?
Well, it's just, he said that like he looked like super tired and hurt. So I feel like we should just let him, rest for the night.
Okay.
Runs are back.
And
Oh shit.
it actually happens during the very first watch when several of you are still awake. You very quickly see several of the ghostly figures once again, along with the enormous giant sort of ghost
You could just
sifting
like throw his
through the
arms up. He's like,
treetops.
how are we supposed to sleep through this shit?
Should
And
we
they
just
sort of
should we just try to deal with them now? Take them out?
We tried
You
last
ran
time
away
and they
last
ran
time.
away. Yeah, it was.
They just run. They're cowards.
Oh,
Life
I'll
and
hold,
death,
I'll,
Riku
I'll
says.
hold back a little bit so they don't
And then like pokes
try to
his
run
head
away.
outside the circle and says, "You heard that, cowards!" And then pulls his head back in.
as you do that, several of them sort of like zoom in a little bit, and then sort of back out again.
Yeah, they're just like mosquitoes. Riku says.
Yeah, let's let's do it.
Swat him or go to bed. Which one?
So you don't want to fight
Yeah,
him?
what are you suggesting?
I was
That's
gonna
what I'm
say,
asking. Which
I was gonna say
which do you
fight. When I
want?
say let's do it, I mean let's fight him. I mean Axel's. I mean,
All right,
fuck him up.
lead the way, my friend.
All right. Um.
I'm half health, so
Oh, you're still how bad? Oh, well.
59 out of 99.
I mean, you can probably just stay in the hut if you want to.
True, I could do
Is
that.
anybody else badly hurt?
No, I'll come out and fight. I'm full health.
But you're just gonna pop
I'm
out
also
and
at full health.
you're gonna pop out. You guys are gonna pop out and pop back in. But that's fine.
They
I'm
pop.
okay with that.
Sir Venom will hold the line with you.
All right, yeah. Axel is pissed because he doesn't like people watching him sleep, and he rages.
Even if they're dead, he hates it even more when they're dead.
I'm going to
People watching him sleep.
rage and run out at the big guy. I mean, obviously initiative order is a thing, but I wouldn't come out until So
Yeah, if I know we're gonna fight, I'd probably turn on all my stuff too. Like, if you're raging before.
yeah, so we roll initiative. Or
Yes. Let me just. I'm just seeing if I can like reset the encounter. I think there's a reset button here.
We
somewhere.
did this not long ago.
yeah, I assume.
I'm having deja vu.
Yeah.
I assume these guys can heal. It'd be cool if they just kept the same damage, but I mean,
It's been a 24 hours, so
yeah. But do ghosts have rests?
they are eternally resting, my friend.
We'll
I would
see.
say go ahead and roll initiative at this point, and then I'll toss it into the order.
Oh.
And
Not good, boys.
I did worse.
How could you do
Or no,
worse?
you did worse. Sorry, I saw yours and thought it was mine because I rolled a 4.
Initiative.
see. Vincent with the 13. Just tossing everybody's in. Oh wow, Sir Venom, that's pretty good.
You should disable this, man. Do you have any sort of magic that can do that?
Kind of like the thing I did last time we fought these guys.
Okay, and then this guy.
Oh, it
Is
looks like they may
going-
have learned their lesson.
Let's see.
Maybe the lady at the bottom right.
I can get
All
her.
right. I would say go ahead
I
and
meant-
take your turn, Sir Venom. You get
But I
to
meant
go first.
specifically the big one,
Try to
because
turn
that's the
her.
one. That's the one we're gonna be focusing. Well, I don't know about turn. If you had something, I don't know what you got. I know you got a lot of stuff. You have a massive list of spells. I haven't even bothered to look at all of them. So many.
The last time I did turn undead, like they all ran away, and then the big one ran away, like a little bitch.
Well, yeah, what she did was worse than ran. She went ethereal.
Let's see. So I guess I'll come out to like. Like here,
Okay.
Like engage this ghost. So I want to try to get. Okay, yeah. So I'll go there and I'll use my channel divinity, turn undead. That looks like it hits
Alright.
these those 4.
Starts flashing gang signs of his god.
Yes. So I need to make wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
Yep, and they got to beat an 18.
All right. So here's the giant. He gets a 20. Just make sure you can see that. Yep. 18 for the others. They're probably going to fail by the looks of it. They've got pretty low. Oh, that one's a success. Hey, nice. All right. So only one of them is turned. And let me just roll a d6 to determine which one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be this bottom one here. So this bottom one is turned.
They're effectively out of the fight. They just all they're allowed to do is dash away.
Yep. Is that your full turn, Sir Venom, or is there anything else you could do?
I am going to bonus action. Empower Sparrow Umbra. With a 4th level slot. And Umbra will take a peck at the big ghost.
Okay.
Does a 29 hit?
Yes, it does.
Let's see. That 2d8 plus 6. So 12 force damage.
Okay. 12 force damage. Gotcha.
That's my turn.
All right. It is the ghost's turn. The one that is frightened just begins to like run away from you further into the woods, so it's off the map. The others, however, this one is going to descend upon you. This one is going to descend upon you. The rest are actually going to get as close as possible to the translucent dome, and you can see them effectively swarming it. The two around you, Sir Venom, they will. Let's see. They will use. The first one will use possession. So I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
24.
Okay. So you don't become possessed by the first one. The second is going to use withering touch, and it will try to hurt you. Oh, nice. 22 to hit.
Well, that's barely a hit.
Okay. And it is going to be 16 points of necrotic damage as it grabs onto your arm. That will be all of their turns. And that brings us to you, Vincent. What would you like to do?
So they're swarming. So they're swarming the tent, huh?
Yes.
And also swarming our homie who stepped outside the tent.
Yeah. Right. Which homie is that? Sir Venom. All right. Vincent's gonna. Can I get out like anywhere really? Like, is it like a underneath type tent?
Yeah, you're good. You're good to just walk
Or
out from any location.
all right. I'm just gonna step out around here where I could get a vantage point to shoot at the one that is attacking Sir Venom.
Okay.
We'll take we're gonna take 3 shots.
Okay.
All at minus whatever.
Okay, -5.
So
And that's
18.
gonna be a hit.
So 25 damage.
Okay.
And we'll do another shot, follow-up shot.
Uh,
13?
That does hit. Yep.
Oh, good. 21 damage.
And it explodes in a gory sort of ectoplasm filled Ghostbusters sort of moment. That being said, which one of these would you like dead? Is it this one or is it this one?
Yeah, that one's fine.
Okay.
The one on the left, and then I'll take my third shot on the one to the right.
Gotcha.
So a snipe shot.
You just hear Sir Venom going, "Oh, this stuff better wash out." Wipes ectoplasm off his
Ooh,
face.
one away.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
23. The
Gotcha.
last one.
And it's bloodied from that.
All right, then Vincent will pop back in the hut.
Okay. So you pop right back into the hut. Let me just make sure the hut's the correct size.
I'm guessing these things have like
And
45 health.
Yes.
and does
Around that point, yeah.
do these things, because I killed it, does it light up one of my gems on the bow?
It does. Yes, it does light up one of your gems on the bow.
Get the second one. Huh?
Nice. Cool. Casimir Velikov, who had been sitting down in the center of the circle, is sort of like looking around. Do you guys need my help, or can I just
Go back
take
to
this
sleep.
one off? Okay. And he's gonna just sort of be prone, doing his thing.
This has all just been do fun for us, if we're being honest.
Let's see if I can get it on him. There we go. In terms of the next person, Riku, what would you like to do?
So we can't cast spells out of this thing, but we can swing, right? From inside to the other side.
You cannot, I believe, technically. I would have to double check that, but I think you have to step out.
Curious. I thought we. Not sure
Let's
if we
tighten it
established that or not.
Let's see. Creatures and objects within the dome can move through it freely. So I guess he can swing from the inside? I guess that's fine.
I can just damage them and they can't hit me, basically, where I'm standing.
I think that's right.
Okay. If you say so. I'm gonna swing my blade. Try to thin out the numbers that are surrounding the tent. Try to get them to go away.
Let's see.
That
Funny
doesn't
enough,
look good.
An 11 is a hit.
No.
Yeah, these guys have very low AC.
And there's an extra D8 because they're undead, right?
Mm-hmm. And which one are you targeting?
Let's see. The last one is fire. I guess I'll target. Yeah, I guess I'll just target this one. It's close to me.
Okay. So that'll be 16 points of damage.
14 radiant for fire. First
Okay.
swing. Second swing. Is that?
That's also a hit.
Radiant, 4 fire. And then we're going to do, on top of that, we're doing the bard stuff here, which is a D10 now. Jeez, that's
Gotcha.
now
So
my
4.
AC is 21 as well.
All right.
Next round, basically.
And that ghost is nearly toasted as well. You can see that you've splattered ectoplasm across the road and the ground off of the road. Anything else?
No, that's it for now.
Okay. Rictavio sort of stands back up and he goes, "Come on, Cass, we gotta help them a little bit." And he's saying this and then sticks his cane out through the wall of the hut, and it's his sword cane, and so he like tries to do like a no look stab and misses. And he goes, "Oh, sorry. How about this one? Oh, nope. A little rusty. Sorry, folks." You can see he's like struggling to like get the balance on his sword cane correct. Axel, what would you like to do?
All right. Well, I'm already raging because I raged right before. See if I can check it'll do some measurements here.
Not happy about this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna run up to the other fella here. The other ghost that's on Sir Venom, and I'm going to recklessly Great Weapon Master it to the death. Even though it's already dead.
Right.
For 17. And
That is a hit.
hits. Okay, so plus 2 for the rage, and then 10 for the Great Weapon Master, so
It is
25.
dead. Yeah, ectoplasm goes everywhere.
Nice. Yeah, and so because I took a creature to 0 hit points, I'm gonna get to use my bonus action to make an attack. So then I'm gonna take two attacks on the big guy.
Nice.
We're gonna do Great Weapon Master. Oh wait, has the big guy had a turn yet?
It has not had a turn yet.
Oh, because he hasn't had a turn yet, and I'm an assassin. I get advantage on him because he hasn't gone yet. So I don't need to reckless, but I'm still gonna Great Weapon Master him.
Okay.
For 17.
That is a hit.
Nice. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so we're at 24 for the first, and then we'll put some sneak. We'll sneak attack it for another 12, and then for my bonus action, I'm gonna use that attack. Crit. I should have snuck attack that one.
Holy smokes.
I'll get some. 20, so 23, 33. 33, so 36 plus 33
Okay.
is. You already know.
I already took it off.
Yeah.
It is, and this creature is not yet bloodied, is what I would say.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. Oh wait, I probably used all my movement. Even if I didn't, it's whatever. I'll stay here. End turn.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 40.
That will bring us to the Cloud Giant Ghost's turn. And as you see it, it actually goes to move away from you, and the mace in its hand, the spectral weapon, begins to glow. And it will move, let's see, 40 feet flying. It's just going to move in a straight line to right. Let's do this. To here.
Any
So
tax opportunity?
Yep, both of you can take one.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna do it straight, but still Great Weapon Mastering. Not
Okay.
gonna do advantage or nothing. Yeah. Ooh, failure.
That is a hit.
Even with the -5?
Oh, with -5. No, that's
Yeah.
a miss. And if you want to do one, go ahead.
Ooh, 14.
Sir Venom. That is a miss as well, actually.
Goddamn.
And so it sort of glides by you, partially ethereal, and you sort of zip through where its body should be, but it's not. And as it uses the mace, it casts Dispel Magic on the hut.
Oh no.
Bum bum bum.
What a dickhead.
Casimir is
Ri-
fucked.
Riku's yells, "Hey, Axel, why didn't you suplex the giant ghost? Come on, man."
And that actually brings us back and around in the turn order to Sir Venom. As you miss your attack and you see it zip by you and effectively cast Dispel Magic and smack the hut with this mace. And you see the hut just shatter, the translucence disappear, and sort of like shards of arcane dust fade up into the air and then poof, gone.
How
Didn't even get our long rest now.
the bird can move
Up and down.
20 feet. Can you get close enough, or
Let me see. Yeah, he can get close enough.
okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So first, Umbra will take a peck
All
with a
right.
26. I'm
That
hoping
is
a
a hit.
26 is a hit.
Oh yeah,
So another 12 force damage.
gotcha.
Let's see. What do I have spell wise? Let's see. And since we're about to take our long rest anyways, I'm gonna summon my Celestial Raven buddy.
We survive.
And I am going to summon him in Defender form. And I believe spell attack modifier to hit. So 28 for the first one.
That's a hit.
So 1d10 plus 8. So 11 radiant damage. Or is it radiant damage? Yeah, radiant damage. Within 10 feet of the target. It looks like I'm just outside 10. Yeah, I'm just outside 10 feet. So I'll give 10 temp HP to Riku, because I think he was saying that he was already hurting a little bit.
Okay.
Oh. Nice, thank you.
And a 23 to hit.
Yes, that's a hit.
So 16 more radiant damage.
Creature is now bloodied. Or sorry, it is not yet bloodied. That's my bad.
And I guess Vincent, what's your HP? Who else has like less than max
I'm
HP
full.
in that group? What about like Rictavio?
He's actually good. He's at full. Same with Casimir.
Casimir's sleeping, by the way.
He's just prone. But yeah, he might have a rough round here in just a moment.
I'll give it to Casimir then, since he's prone and he looks vulnerable. He gets 10 temp HP.
Okay. Done. Anything else?
Let's see, what can I do movement wise? I'll insert myself in between the giant ghost and the rest of the boys, and also conveniently position myself to give Axel advantage behind him.
All right, we're here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think that works. Okay. That's good enough. Ghost turn. Then they will begin to swarm. This one is going to go against Vincent. Vincent, you are not hit with a 13, I assume. Your AC is a little higher than that. Yeah. Yeah, your AC is pretty high. 17. So that one's a miss. This one is going to get advantage on Kazimir Velikov, and it is going to be a 22 to hit. It will end up doing 21 points of necrotic damage to Kazimir Velikov. The next ones are going to slip between and around Riku, so they are both going to get advantage
No,
on
stop.
Riku. Actually, sure, I will stop. They'll get
No,
advantage on Kazimir
just do whatever
Velikov.
you're gonna do. Let's just mess with you, man. Do whatever you want.
Let's see what they get. So Casimir gets hit again, 21 points, and then the other one will get advantage on you, and that will be, let's see. That's going to be, oh, that's a 14, so that's a miss on you, Riku. This last one will attempt to possess Rictavio. And he will
Damn
make
it.
a charisma saving throw, which he just barely succeeds. So he's okay. That was all of the ghosties. That brings us to Vincent, and you are in melee range, so you are going to take disadvantage on your
Is
shots.
possession a form of being charmed?
Yeah, possession's pretty nasty. It the ghost now controls the body but does not deprive the target of awareness. The ghost can't be targeted by any attack, spell, or other effect except ones that turn undead, and it retains its alignment, charisma, wisdom, as well as a few other things. If the body drops to 0, the ghost ends it as a bonus action. Just basically takes control.
So that our friend's ability he used earlier can be used to get people unpossessed.
Yep.
So no.
All right. Vincent is going to a distance.
All right, let me take an attack of opportunity against you with the Cloud Giant Ghost, and it will
no.
Was I close enough to
swing.
him?
Yeah,
Isn't there
because
two guys between us?
he's got a 10-foot reach with that
Alright.
big old mace, and it's going to be a 31 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So he's going to do 22
no.
points of spectral weapon damage to you. The ghost nearby is going to. Does he have advantage?
Why did
No.
this thing run away at first?
He ran
14
away when
on
all his
the
boys were
next.
frightened.
Nuked it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And we nuked it.
But go ahead, Vincent. Go ahead and take the rest of your turn, not the tax.
The other one missed?
Yep.
Ah, good.
Strong.
Then I'm gonna take
Strong boy.
my first couple shots at the one that attacked me with
Okay.
the snipe shot.
That's a hit.
Any damage?
Okay.
And then another barely hit. Was that a 60?
Yes. Yep, that's a hit.
25 damage?
Sorry, wait. Are you attacking the big one, or are you attacking the small?
No, the
ghost?
little one.
Okay, that's
The
what I
little
thought.
one.
Yeah, these are all hits.
Alright. So 20 and then 25.
Okay. That one is dead. That ghost is down and explodes in a burst of ectoplasm.
Alright, that should light up all 3 of the gems on Vinny's bow.
Yep.
And then he'll take a third shot at the big boy.
Oh shit!
You about to zap?
Is this
I think I
a
missed
snipe shot?
It was a snipe shot, yeah.
A 16 is exactly what you needed to hit. Or sorry, it was a
Good.
15. So you do hit.
Excellent.
Nuke him, Vincent.
So 24 damage.
Okay.
And then we'll do the thing. Which is get rid of this thing.
Are you gonna hit Serven's celestial summon?
Nah.
No, it should
It's like
no, it should be
Kamehameha
fine.
wave and just
So 10,
collateral damage kill his
10d6.
summon. That'd be hilarious.
So 82 damage.
All right.
Huh?
He adds the wait.
Yeah, it's got a crazy plus something, right? Plus
It's
40.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. 82 damage. This creature is bloodied. It is still standing, but you have ripped a huge amount of ectoplasm off as you unleash your Dreamweaver bow shot, and the arc of energy shoots out past the celestial, just to the right of it, through the ghost. And you take out a lot of leaves from a lot of trees in the process as you do this too.
Do it, Vincent.
I'm
Do it.
gonna do my next round. I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use whatever it's called.
Action
Is it
surge.
second wind? Yeah, action surge. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is. Action surge. And I'm gonna take some shots at another little one. So probably the one all the way to the left. Attacking. Yeah, one of the ones attacking the guy prone there.
Gotcha.
With snipe shots, because hopefully 2 of them I can put them down. Which that's okay. I'm gonna use
That's
because
a
I haven't
miss.
used like anything. Yeah, I haven't used anything yet, so I'm gonna redirect that one.
Okay.
Use my redirection as my bonus action. So the other one that's attacking him, that's prone.
Okay. That's it.
That's better. 20. All right, so this is 24 for the
Gotcha.
first shot. Then I'm gonna use the follow-up shot on the one I just hit
Okay.
to try to kill it. Also -5. 25. And then that's a 1, so I can re-roll it. So 22 damage to that one.
And you needed 21 damage to kill it.
Yeah, I
And so
think that's right.
again, ectoplasm bursts everywhere. Was that all 6 of your shots, or do you have like one
Oh,
more?
I have one more. And that should light up one of my gems.
It does.
And then
You do know, and I'll tell you this now.
Yeah.
This one is very hurt.
Vinny's looking around to use his last shot and sees, there's my bitch. And we'll shoot at that one. Looking all
Is that
ooh, that's
a
I would have done a snipe shot, so I'm gonna use a lucky roll. 'Cause
Okay.
we're about to long rest. I'm just unleashing everything.
gotcha?
So 22 to hit that one.
22 is a hit.
And 26 damage.
Yeah, definitely overkill, but you, in the process, splatter all of the ectoplasm all over Riku.
Sorry, Riku. But Vinny, you'll see his second gem lit up on his bow. And at that point, that's all I got.
Icky.
Gotcha. At this point, Casimir Velikov stands up, uses half of his movement to do so, and he will very quickly use magic missile on the closest of them, and he will upcast it. And so he's going to send 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 magic missiles into the closest of these ghosts for 23 points of damage. That is on E. He will still there, and he won't leave its space, but he'll get around and draw his sword towards it. That will be his turn. Riku, what would you like to do?
I would like to swing my sword.
Okay. And are you doing it against the one next to Rictavio? Just because Vincent killed that other one next to you.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
If that was the case, then I would swing around to get advantage.
Okay. Okay.
Let me give another roll here.
No, that's fine. We can use that roll. 22 would be a hit.
Yeah, I'm just double checking the advantage.
Hey, what if you got a crit?
You know, What if?
Oh yeah, good call.
What if? So
17 points of damage.
14 radiant, 3 fire currently, and we're
Gotcha.
doing another swing. Damage for realsies. Not quite.
That is a hit though.
Sure is. Ooh, that's good damage. It's all right. Plus one of these guys. Very good.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah, go ahead and describe your kill.
Oh, you know, Riku just starts slashing at an extreme rate, just like, 3-4 quick slashes. You barely see his arm move, but all of a sudden you just see like, that the lines of his cuts on the ghost, and then it just like explodes.
Gotcha. And as it does so, it actually covers Sir Venom and Rictavia.
That's but I guess just for good measure, we're gonna say I put a little bit more damage on top of it just to boost my AC just in case. Oh, whatever, frick it. 18 AC. Let's go.
Okay.
You guys don't need
Ru-
any bardic inspiration, right?
Rudolph Van Richten will use Death Ward upon himself. So he cannot die from a single attack right now. Axel, what would you like to do?
Gonna get after it. Try to finish his ghost off.
Okay, you do have advantage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna
Positioning.
great weapon master him. $21. 22 plus a sneak attack. 13. And then the second attack, also Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
22. And 15 plus 10 is 25. So 22 plus 13 plus 25.
How would you like to do this?
Well, this guy's busy giving everyone else the business, and I run up from behind him and put my axe in his back. I back axe him.
Okay. And you do so once, twice, thrice. And as you do this, the ectoplasm sprays across your friends. The ground is an absolute mess, filled with this like goo. It's basically just slime, Nickelodeon slime, everywhere. Is that your full turn? Anything else you can do?
I can use my bonus action because I killed that guy to make another attack. Wait, how far where did I start? Yeah, I don't know if I can. I think that's if I started here-ish, then that F is exactly 50 feet. I think I can get to F.
I think. Do you want to pull your guy back to where you started just for a moment? I just want to see something.
What do I control Z or something?
Yeah, hit Control Z a few times.
Oh, okay. So I started there.
Was that where you started?
Yeah.
So then you went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So go ahead and hit Control Shift Z.
Control
throw your axe
Shift
back.
Z. Boom.
Nice.
Giant overhand throw of the axe.
25 feet roughly. So yeah, how much movement do you have?
50.
Yeah, you can do that. You can get there.
All right.
Easily done.
Then looks like I got
Could have
advantage
jumped.
because of Casimir.
You do.
So great weapon match of this lady.
Yeah, yeah, it's a woman ghost. That's right.
17.
That's a hit.
And then
This undead creature.
27.
So close. It is still standing. If there's anything else you have, go for it.
Just gonna talk shit
Okay.
and then end my turn.
And as you do so, the fighting has obscured a noise
Oh
coming
no.
from the north that you heard before.
Oh no.
No,
Uh-oh.
we're
Uh,
dead.
You hear the scurrying of the rats,
Oh,
and
I
they
assume
begin
since we're in combat, I have no time to cast my spell.
to scuttle towards you. Go ahead, Sir Venom. What would you like to do on your turn?
First off, I am gonna take to the air because
Okay.
I'm betting these rats can't fly. So I'll go 30 feet. How tall are the trees?
The trees are about 20, 25 feet tall.
All right, so I'm gonna go 30 feet. I'm gonna go 20 feet up in the air. No, I'm just gonna go 30 feet, 30 feet straight up from where I am.
Okay.
And then, can I do anything to like?
Stop a sea of rats.
Okay.
Yeah, or like give you guys.
put up a barrier. Put up a force field.
Yeah, that's
Put
what
up.
I'm,
Can you do that like the sunlight beam, like right in their path?
that's what I wanted to do, but I am out of 6 level slots.
Oh, bummer. If only you long rested first.
Right?
Exactly where I wanted you guys.
uh, let's see. Riku can fly.
Can also teleport great distances.
So who do I help? I can help one person get out of these rats.
Get one of the NPCs.
See, I was leaning toward. I feel like Sir Venom would be most likely to help Vincent, just because he likes Vincent best.
Well, I was gonna get up in a tree. I was gonna get height with my acrobatics.
Yeah, but the rats they can.
Yeah, I
Definitely
feel
climb trees.
100% they could climb a
Yeah,
tree.
but I don't think they're like looking for us. I think they're just like moving. Is at least my impression. They're just like I don't think they're hunting per se. I think they're gonna pass through. I don't think they're like. I don't know.
Yeah, just a swarm of friendly rats.
Well, not friendly, but I don't think. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
That's not a.
That's not.
I was just thinking if
possible.
we were hidden, that they would just keep going. If we're here, we might get trampled and
Agreed.
maybe
I
hit,
agree.
but- So I'm just thinking about getting up into the tree and hiding, and they're just gonna run right through.
Yeah, the real question is if we're gonna get around to Riku's turn again.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
all.
guess.
That's what it comes down to.
So I guess I'll if Vincent's confident in his tree climbing ability, I'll like look down, and call out like Axel, and I will toss him the ebony fly figurine of wondrous power.
Okay.
Who'd you toss it to?
Ooh.
Axel.
The
Axel.
person who can fly has had this thing the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had that
we
for a
knew that.
while.
He pulled the card for it, so.
Which is odd.
You didn't want it.
Yeah, and you guys are all too pussy to pull the card, so I was keeping it.
You know, there's
Did
a.
we
there's a-
determine can 2 people fit on that or just one?
I think it was just one, but I would have to double check that. And just as a reminder, there, Sir Venom, you do have a card that you've pulled that has repercussions that you still don't know.
Remind me.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
I did not. I have some notes on that. Figurine of wondrous power, giant fly.
Yeah, so I toss that to Axel. And what like action economy would that be like tossed to him?
I want to say, what have you used so far? You've used your movement.
Yeah.
I want to say to get it to him successfully, make an athletics check. Actually,
Oh, nat 20.
okay, yeah, you toss it to him without issue, but that does cost your action.
Okay. I think that's fine. Do I have any bonus actions? Oh yeah, bonus action. Umbra's too far away to do anything. So I'll have this guy. He'll go over. Take a swing at this ghosty.
Okay.
26.
The hit.
So 11 radiant damage to the ghost.
And it bursts apart in a bunch of ectoplasm.
Okay. And then I will give that temp HP to Casimir because he got hit a few times.
Gotcha.
So he gets 10 temp HP. And then I'll use the rest of his movement. How much movement does he have? 40. So I guess was it 10, 15 feet to move there from here to here?
Yeah, 10 feet by the looks
Okay.
of it.
So I have 30 fly feet left. So he'll just also go 30 feet straight up in the air.
Okay.
And I guess I'll move Umbra over to back Riku up.
All right. And let's just denote that you're 30, or you're like 20 feet up, 25 feet up.
I just went straight up, so
Okay,
30.
feet. Gotcha. And I'm gonna get rid of some of these ghosts just so we can see better. Now that they're ectoplasm.
And then when the big ghost died, did we see its fancy mystical mace fall to the ground, or did the entire thing just burst into goo?
Entire thing bursts into goo.
Man, you can't count on ghosts to leave any good loot behind.
Yeah. Is that your full turn, Sir Venom?
Yeah, that's action, movement, bonus action, and free action for Celestial Buddy.
Gotcha. I hate to say it, gentlemen, but the rats begin to barrel through. They rolled an 18 on their initiative, and they are going to get through here. I would need everybody to make me a strength saving throw.
Even me being way up in the air?
Those of you off the ground, no. Those of you on the ground, strength saving throw. Okay.
We're gonna
How
pull the old session inspiration here.
Probably a
How'd
good
you only get
call.
a 16?
These guys there, just
Oh
so
my
I can
god,
see.
am I dead?
Wow.
You get
All
steeped and turned into rat poop.
all three of you are prone. Let's make one for Octavio. He is also prone, and Casimir Velikov is also prone. So everybody is overwhelmed by the rats. Let's see.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah. That is not good. And then Vincent, where are you?
Well,
There you
hold on. So, Vinny needs to do something here. So I used my session inspiration and still failed with the 16.
Yeah.
Okay. So then in last ditch desperation, I have my ability Indomitable. You can re-roll one saving throw that you fail, and you must use the new roll.
Okay.
So I got one last try. Well, I have a couple, maybe a lucky, but
It is a
I'm just
DC
gonna go for this
18.
one. Oh my god.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I'm still overwhelmed with everybody.
You are overwhelmed by the rats, and they are completely swarming this area, like fully, basically like that. Um, but just to be able to see, it's easier if I do this a little bit. At this moment in time, everybody is going to take. I also need a Constitution saving throw because of the smell and the stench. So you might be poisoned on top of this. Vincent, you are not poisoned. Sir Venom, you're not poisoned. Axel, you're not poisoned. Riku, you again,
Super poisoned.
super poisoned. And should I make you frightened?
Cover the rats. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm
Oh,
super scared.
man.
Okay. And everybody is going to take quite a bit of damage. Let's see.
Is this damage from all four of these? Like the
Yeah,
whole horde? Oh, okay.
It's one swarm together, basically.
Cool.
Everybody takes 20 points of clawing, biting, slashing, gnawing, poisonous rat horde damage.
Can I use
except
my
for Sir Venom.
reaction?
Yes, you can.
All right. So then I'll half and half it and dodge. Actually, can I dodge? I'm prone. Probably can't
Does
use
this
my
only
candy
last
dodge
their turn?
unless I start
Yes.
just rolling around on the ground. Would a candy dodge be usable? I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
So then
you can use it.
okay, so half and then half.
Gotta make sure that you
Five.
roll around the ground the right direction.
These.
Yeah, Axel just starts like dancing like his feet are on fire and avoids all the rats.
Well, I'm prone, but yeah, okay. Not gonna complain. Yeah, I got a plan. Don't worry, boys. I got a plan.
Vincent, what are you doing? It is your turn.
Well, what can I do when I'm prone and overwhelmed? Can I try to get up?
You can try to get up. It is going to be
I would.
it's going to be a strength check at disadvantage, is what I'll say.
Ugh. Don't even need to roll again, probably.
Let me see.
12 and 20,
There you
so
go.
12.
That's a success.
Well, no, is that
Oh, the 12.
disadvantage?
Sorry. Yep. Sorry, the 12.
Yeah. All right. So, I guess that's it. Actually, what can I can go in my shell? How about that? Vincent will hide in his shell.
It's about damn time, boy.
I'll retreat into my shell.
Okay, what does your AC become, and what else do you get from that?
Let me read it.
Vincent has become immortal.
In a shell, you get +4 bonus AC, advantage on strength and con saves. My speed is 0, and I have disadvantage on dex saves. Can't
Okay.
do reactions. All that. So I just get 17 plus 4, so 21 AC, and advantage on strength and con saves.
That's pretty good.
Just try not to get trampled more.
It is. If that's your full turn, then it is
Yeah,
Casimir
that's
Velikhov's
it.
turn, and he yells, I'm gonna light him up. I'm gonna make a space for us, but this might hurt." And he casts Fireball, basically where the old hut had been. But he screams, "Riku, get ready to cast the hut!" And so he casts Fireball. That's 8d6. Everybody is going to take this damage as well as the rats. He does clear a space for you to be able to cast the hut if you so wish, Riku. But everybody is going to take 26 points of damage if they fail their saving throw, which is going to be a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And so, Vincent, you got to make this a disadvantage.
And so he called it out, so I sensed danger coming.
Correct.
So I have resistance to fire, and I saved. So
Okay.
I have that.
Yes. And then if you successfully save, you half of half.
Yeah.
So it'd be like 7 points of damage.
Seven?
What was it, 20 damage?
26.
I use evasion to take nothing.
Nice.
Fuck that, damn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be clear, Kazimir Velikov also did 26 points of damage to himself. This is like a move of desperation from his point of view, and he's effectively demanding that you like back him up here because he is pretty hurt and nearly dead.
We all are. These
Yeah,
damn rats came out of nowhere.
Desperate times, fellas.
Riku, you are frightened, you are poisoned, you are prone. Does the frightened go away now that the rats are not necessarily right around you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna say, "Why did it have to be rats?" and cast Liam's tiny hut around us all and save us the day.
Well, it's just around you. Everybody else has to get into it. But
Well, I mean, I would move if am I able to move to where he like positioned himself, or did he do it around me?
sure,
like
you could put it wherever you want if you
He
want to
cleared
move.
like a space for us, right?
Yeah, if you want to like move into this space here.
Yeah, I get close to the boys and then cast it, basically.
Okay, gotcha. So you can get as many as that as possible. Rictavio and Axel, you are in it. Axel, are you going to stay in it, or are you going to do something else?
I'm gonna do something else. And
Okay, go
maybe
ahead.
pop in.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
So do I got to roll to stand up?
No, because there's no rats anymore.
All
around you.
right, cool. Then I'll stand up.
Okay.
Tell me about the weather conditions.
So inside the hut, it's cool and dry. Outside the hut, it's cool and dry.
Okay. So I'll point my I'm gonna drop my rage, point my axe in the sky, and call for some lightning.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna kill us?
No. I've never used this before. I don't even know. I think it said 60-foot radius and 3d10.
Yep. Where
So,
are you calling it down on? 'Cause you do have Vincent.
I guess the question is,
and-
does it hurt teammates?
Yes.
Okay. And who's outside? Who would I potentially hurt?
You've got Vincent and you've got Kazimir Velikov.
Okay. How big?
And oh yeah, and Sir Venom because he's in the air.
All right. How big is 60 feet? How big? Let me see what 60
60
feet looks
feet
like.
is pretty big. Let me grab you a prop and toss down like an AoE.
Vincent's trying to do something super cool and just inadvertently kills a party member.
But Sir
60
Venom could probably tank the damage, but it might kill Casimir.
Is it a 60-foot diameter, 60-foot radius?
It said radius, I think.
60-foot radius. Hot diggity dog. That's huge.
Looks like
It's
the
a
entire.
Kraken spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, so that's about a 60-foot radius there.
I guess go for the top two then. The top two
Okay.
rat tokens.
Okay. So if you do it here, it won't hit any of your friends.
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know what the didn't forget what the save is.
It's probably not that.
3d10. 1, 2, 3.
I assume it's a dex save.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say they failed.
All right, so it was 10 damage for
That's it.
3d that's half. I mean max is 30, so 15's like that's average.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's kind of low rolls. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
And then I'll pop in the hut.
Yeah.
And then bonus action, get my rage back up,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
and then end my turn.
Sir Venom, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll use my action to do my ranged cure, like special cure wounds.
Oh, nice.
So to get, because Casimir, you said he was like almost dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will bless him with the divine benediction of the Raven Queen, and I will heal him for 3d8 plus 3.
Okay.
So 22 points of health coming his way.
Pretty good.
And let's see, bonus action, I'll have Umbra just like take flying, swooping attacks at like whatever rats he can get. With a 20 to hit.
Yep.
So 16 damage from Umbra. And then my Raven buddy, he'll fly down to like stand next to Casimir and like try to fend off any rats coming at him.
Okay.
And just are there like rats like, because I know we cleared out some, but are there like some like coming up on him?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, so he'll swing at them. 29, I'm assuming, is a hit.
That is a hit.
So 17 damage. And then 10 more temp HP to Casimir.
Okay.
23, is that a hit?
That is a hit.
And 15 more radiant damage. And 10 temp HP to Vincent, because he's not in the bubble yet.
Gotcha. Go ahead and add that on, Vincent.
How much?
10.
Thank you, sir.
Now that 10 temp HP per attack is pretty dope.
Yeah.
And
All
once I
right.
have the spell slots to upcast that spell, he'll get 3 attacks per round instead of 2.
And as this happens, you see several basilisks in the distance running towards you all, chomping, eating, biting, attacking the rats.
In that case, I will use my movement to fly down into the bubble.
Okay.
I
The
ain't
rats.
trying to turn into stone 30 feet in the air and come crashing down.
The rats' turn. They get advantage on Casimir Velikov. They are going to hit him. It is going to be an automatic critical, just due to the sheer number. And it's going to be 21 points of damage. So you kept Casimir alive this round because of this. He's already poisoned. Can't do anything more there. The basilisks will move in, and you see them all like they're too far away to affect you with their powers, and they're moving through the rat swarms with an aggression and strength that is quite scary. That does bring us around in the turn order to Vincent. What would you like to do? And you are right here, but
Am
you're
I still
technically a rat
surrounded?
swarm. Yeah. There you go.
Well, I have strength saving throws. Oh, not a strength check. I don't know. I can't do anything.
To get up, you can make an athletics check to stand up and then get back to the boys if you so wish.
I'm
You
in
will
my
take-
shell. I have to use an action to get out of my shell.
That's okay. You can do that.
All right, I'll do that. I'll try to get out. If I can do an athletics or acrobatics or something to.
Yeah. You can use an athletics or an acrobatics. It's up to you, whichever one.
Acrobatics. If I can try to flip-de doodle. I want to try to get up. Like, can I like try to grab hold? My original idea was get to a tree. So maybe could I try to use my acrobatics to just like grab a hold of something to assist in getting up.
Totally.
Type
There's a
thing.
tree. There's a tree right next to you for that. And a 15 was what you needed in this instance.
Right. And I gotta quickly get back to the hut safely.
Okay.
Use the tree to get there, and then bop.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Half your
slide in
movement
there.
to get up.
That was close, boys. Oh,
Done and
protect
done.
me.
back.
Which brings us to Kazmir Velikov. And he pops into the hut as well. And I believe everybody is now safe. It does take another 15 minutes, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, for the rats and the basilisks to pass you all by. But eventually, they do so. And you are left alone in the quiet of the forest. The rampaging hordes left behind. The ghosts that had followed you from Phantom Lakes destroyed. And there is a stillness and a quiet on the air.
That was
Oh.
intense, boys. Someone would like flop down
Yeah.
and then look at himself covered in ectoplasm and be like, Riku, Vincent, you think you could help me out with this?
Yeah.
You got that, Vinny.
You know, clean them up with prestidigitation. Clean them up. Man, those rats came out of nowhere.
It's like it happens at night.
Yeah.
Good thing we have this hut, Riku.
For sure. We would be fucked without it, man.
At least the ghosts are gone now.
Yeah, we'll be able to sleep peacefully now.
We got a little bit greedy there. Killing those ghosts almost cost us.
Survivor just kind of like shrugs and was like, well, I probably would have been fine from the rats, but you guys looked like you were having. That didn't look fun being covered by all those smelly rats.
Hey, man, I could fly too, but I was trying to save everyone else's skin.
Oh
they-
yeah, you want
they
this
got over
fly? What is this? The fly thing?
Oh yeah, so Venom would take the figurine and put it back in his pouch.
Does that require attunement?
It does not.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was thinking about that. And I was like, shit, I can use it. But yeah,
Yeah, it's good. Definitely like keep that in mind for when someone needs to use it. It can be used up to 12 hours, and then after it's used, we have to wait 2 days to use it again.
12 hours is a long time.
Right?
long mission.
Yeah. Let's long rest.
Right?
Yeah, we gotta finish resting. I am wiped.
So
And,
wiped.
after, based on what the book said, I'd use create food and water, like to make our meal for the long rest,
Okay. No issues with
then-
that as well.
have Riku and Sir Venom, or not, have Riku and Vincent, season it to taste.
Okay.
What's all this about?
Funny. Rictavio and Casimir Velikov, they do plop back down. Are you guys gonna take watches? Like what's the plan at this point?
Yeah, we should probably
Yeah,
flip the
the-
watches.
yeah, we definitely need to take watches.
We're the watch
These
boys.
woods are dangerous.
Go ahead and take perception checks for that, just to see where you land on those watches, just to see if anything comes by at night. But you are protected at this point from the hut, so far as you know, so long as nobody else dispels it.
Do one of the watches.
I'll was it session inspiration?
Okay.
It's the very end. There we go.
Oh, nice. That was a good one. Yeah, you're very alert considering the number of encounters that you have experienced today. And ideally, if something comes along, you would like to know sooner rather than later. The adrenaline is still pumping through all of your veins, and you take your watches well. You do not notice anything amongst the trees or the forest. The silence and the peace with which the rats left you remains. There is one thing that you all notice, however, because it's hard for him to hide it. You notice Rudolf van Richten stirring restlessly, putting his hand into his coat, seemingly grasping at something. Who takes the third watch?
I guess whoever rolled third, we'll just do that.
Okay, so it looks like in this case we're going to go with Axel.
Oh.
Axel, you notice that during the third watch, eventually, Rudolf van Richten sits up, casts a small light spell, pulls out the book and begins to read with his back to you. He does this for roughly 30 minutes, puts the book back into his rucksack. Oh, sorry, excuse me, into his coat where he holds it, lays back down, and poorly falls asleep.
Oh man, we're gonna have to kill Rudolph. I'm gonna have to report this to. I know Riku's gonna want to know is Rudolph's going nuts.
Do
Even
you
though-
tell Riku as you switch over the watch?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. When we awoke, I would pull Riku aside, so Rudolph doesn't hear me spill the beans and tell. I don't want him to think I'm a tattletale.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
you tell me.
yeah,
Can you
I
do-
tell you what I saw.
Can you make stealth checks just to do this?
Well, absolutely.
Finally, a decent.
Yeah, you think you do it pretty well, to be honest. You think you're quite stealthy about this. And the rest of the night passes quietly. And I would say we will pick it up here next time for the next leg of your journey towards Ronge, and whatever else awaits you in Mishemalot.
This place is
And before I
weird.
forget, because I've forgotten every long rest, I switch over to Continue a Flame and give Axel his flaming
Oh,
ruby eyeball if he wants it.
nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Do I have the option of turning that off when I need to?
I think you would have to cover it with like
Yeah.
an eye patch.
Cover
Okay.
it.
I only ask because like if I'm doing if I'm in like a dark alleyway or
Oh.
something and I'm doing a stealth check, I don't want my eye
Lighten you
give
up.
me outway. But
away.
otherwise, yeah, I'm down for a glowy eye.
Useful.
The
Yeah.
effect looks like a
Aesthetic is
regular
cool as fuck.
flame, but creates no heat and doesn't use oxygen.
Yeah, I feel like
So it will even be on fire if you're underwater.
okay.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Can be covered or hidden, but not smothered or quenched.
Okay. Yeah. I'll have to fashion something.
Good game, guys. Don't
Yeah,
think
that
of
was
rats tonight.
Yeah. That was
Dude,
gross.
barely.
Fear.
Now we know Riku gave himself frightened to rats.
Next time, like Riku sees rats, she's just gonna be like, ah!